Found something cool in the woods. I think it might be an old whistle. It actually has some writing on it, but it's just too hard to make out at the moment. Yeah, that looks like it might be a whistle. Wish this phone had a better time focusing. There it is. Yeah, I guess if I hold it closer to the ground. Yeah, I'll get that writing off it later and show you. Thought that was neat. Oh, I also found a fork with a date on it, 1847, but I doubt it. I doubt it's that old. Yeah, there it is, 1847. Looks like Roberts. It must be a model number. I'm guessing it's probably turn of the century, though. Alright, see you on the next. Alrighty, a few things out of the woods in Montana. My phone crapped out on me right after that clip you just saw. And this was in the clip. That's a Kellogg McKay Cameron Company, Chicago, Illinois. I'm not sure exactly what this is. I think it might be a bleeder valve. There's something in there. But I wasn't able to find exactly this item. I saw some old vacuum gauges and stuff they made at the turn of the century. I got a picture I'll put up here of one in that was made in 1905. That's a big piece of lead there. It's got 3 rings on it. They're very deep rings. I think that might be a 4570. We got a Banks Detroit Special. How do you want to focus? There it is. Yeah, it's not terribly old, probably 30s, but that was a good find. This is a great find. Wish I would have got this one on film. That's an old collar stud. It's just copper, probably was silver plated at one point, but that's a great find. That's a good period find. That's the kind of age I'm looking for. And this is really, find a lot of shells, as we all do, I'm sure, but this one's interesting as it's center fire, but there's no primer. So this is a rimfire style cartridge with a center fire pin, which I haven't seen or heard of. So I'm pretty interested to know what this shell is. There's absolutely no writing whatsoever on it. But I thought that was interesting. And this I thought was kind of neat. I think that might be a ladder off an old toy fire engine. Just by the way that it's made, it definitely looks like a piece of an old toy. I didn't find any more of it. But I thought that was interesting. And then we got the fork I found with the 1847. I think it's Rogers. 1847 Rogers. I don't know what that last word is. But anyhow, I don't think it's probably that old. I think it might be a model date. But maybe it is. I don't know. That was up in the woods too. Let's get back to digging. That's just a few things that I did not get recorded that came out of the woods there. Alright, see you in the next hole. Alrighty, mail call. This is from my buddy Nick Haas. He sent me these Louisiana tax tokens. Super stoked. These are tokens that I likely will never find. Haven't been in the deep south. Would love to go someday. Yep, super cool. Thanks, buddy. So if you haven't yet, check Nick's channel out. Nick Haas. He's good people. He's well worth a subscribe and like. Give him a comment. Alrighty then. Thanks again, buddy. Check that out. That's a Snub Nose 38. And that is not a toy. See the barnacles and stuff on this. This was taken out of the salt water. I did not find this, but a buddy of mine snagged this with a fishing lure down near the beach where I like to hunt, off of where a pier is. And if you look in there, Still got 3 rounds and 2 fired. Isn't that crazy? Yep, Snub Nose 38. Wonder what was going on. Wonder what this was a part of. And then tossed out into deep water. But yeah, that's cool. I just thought I'd show you that. That is a pretty interesting find. For sure. Alright, see you on the next. Alrighty, I'm back in Washington State. I'm heading down to this old homestead park once again. Last time I was down here, the grass was so overgrown that I couldn't dig, couldn't swing, I mean. But looking forward to this. I've only been down here a couple times, and I believe I brought the Deus down here and covered the yard area of this old homestead, but I'm going to give it a whirl. I'll let you know if I get into the thing. See you in the next hole. Well, I'm back in a laurel thicket. The house was actually that way about 150 feet. So I thought I'd check in here, and I just found me a double, not a silverdella. But it is a dollar coin, which it's not focusing, so I'm sure you've all seen these before. Check those out. Yeah, not really my style. Just got me a sweet looking buffalo. Yeah, let's see if there's a date on her. Yeah, there will be a date. I think it says 1930. Yeah, that's what it says, 1930. Alright, sweet. Let's check this thing out. If I didn't know any better, that looks like an eagle on top of a ball. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to get it cleaned up a little bit better later. It's pretty fragile. But what an interesting little relic there. Alrighty. See you in the next hole. Not sure what this is. It looks like maybe it's a duck. Part of a brooch. I don't know. I thought it was cool. So I thought I'd show you. I'll clean it up a little bit better. And maybe it'll be more obvious, but I like it. Alright, see you on the next. Got something else interesting here. Looks like it's got Japanese writing on it. Yeah, look at that. Well, that's cool. I wonder, it doesn't really look like I broke it. But maybe there's more of it in the hole here. I'll get back to you. Looks like I just dug up some bling. Yeah, it's copper. It's going to have a design on it too. I'm not going to, oops, sorry. I'm not going to monkey with it right now. Nothing else in the hole but a few nails. But check that out. I cleaned this up a bit. Is that the coolest thing? I don't know if this was some kind of suspender clip or what, but that is awesome. Yep, super stoked with that find. Alrighty, see you in the next hole. Alright, these 3 items I dug out of the yard that I've hunted many times. And these were some really scratchy singles. This one was hitting in the 40s. Now, it actually gave me a pretty good mid-tone, but it was way down there. I think it was pushing, it was close to 8 inches. every bit of 7 inches for sure. So that one actually wasn't that hard. These two here were also pretty deep, probably around 5 or 6 inches, and they were terrible mid-tone signals. They were hitting in the high 20s, low 30s, which on the Deus is almost always foil, but the sound of the tone and the depth that I could tell that they were at by how it sounded and the numbers it was given, I had to dig them up even if it was deep foil, which I dug a fair bit of. But just to show you, you know, I mean, I like this stuff. I think it's treasure. It's definitely treasure to me, and it's absolutely worth digging all the foil and the other rubbish that typically rings up in that area. Alrighty then, I thought I'd say that. Alright, well, here's junk. Here's a watch gear. That actually sounded okay one direction. A little bit of a fishing pole. Caps. There's a little brassiere clip. That's got some real age to it. This little hairpin's got some age. Little copper bits. Another shotgun shell. Various nails. Big giant chunk of iron. Not sure what that is. Here's an old fishing blade. Zinc penny, has a little button. Here's a pocket watch bezel and the innards. Well, I got a signal here, but it's right under this crap here. Get him to. Ooh. I'll flip you over here, buddy. A little peeved. Alright, let's see what we got here. That sounds pretty good. Well, he's coming back. Alright, I'll get back to you once I get this time. Sounds like we might have a coin. Maybe not. Nope. Looks like an old umbrella slide. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Alright then. Alright, I'm getting some great numbers down here. A good tone. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's big. Heavy. Looks like it might be a weight. I don't know. We'll see on the next. I just flipped a rock over and there's a coin stuck to the bottom of it. That's a shell actually. Looks like a penny. And I don't think I'm going to get anything off of this one. Probably a wheat cent. Yep, there's Lincoln. Right there. Just see him. Alrighty. See you in the next.